Welcome, Rise and Thrive community. We're going to go ahead and get started. This circuit will be done from standing. Here we go.
Hands in front of the chest. Pull your shoulders back. Stand nice and tall. Just go ahead and breathe and reach your arms up to overhead and relax down. This is how we're going to start all of our sessions here. Just some consistent breathing, deep breath. Fill the lungs with air. Fantastic. And once more, breathe deep and stretch tall. And all the way down. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and go one hand on the hip. Root your weight into your heels. Kind of bounce into your knees a little bit. Opposite hand at your shoulder. Mirror me here. We're going to twist through the hips and gently reach across the body. Good. Back to start. Here and reaching across. Fantastic. We're going to go about 5 times. So back and reach. See if you can reach just a little bit farther each time. Back and across. Good job. And again. Beautiful. Last time, and then we'll switch sides. Fantastic. Same thing other side. Hand on the hip, hand to the shoulder. Pivot your hips as you reach across the body. Good job. Pulling it in. And take your time. Really reach in that in position. Back and up. Breathe in and then exhale. Blow the air out as you reach. Good job. Last one. Fantastic. Drop those arms down to the side. Bring your feet in to touch. And we're going to start to open up through the chest and cross the arms. Open and step. Cross the arms over. Good job. Just kind of find your rhythm there. Side to side. Alternate which arm is crossing on top of the body. There we go. You can clap the hands in the front. Nice. And smile. Fantastic. Good job. Help those happy hormones going with a nice smooth smile. All right, fantastic. From here, you're gonna mirror me again. You're gonna take your right foot, step it out in front of your body, take your left foot, step it back, and we're gonna be down on your heel. So kind of rock your weight back into the heel. Your left hand to the right shoulder. There you go. Pull that elbow down and into your body. And now you're going to shift your hips forward and rotate. So from the front, it looks like this. I shift the hips and I rotate. Kind of look it over your right shoulder. There you go. Good. Back to neutral and across. Back to neutral and across. Good. And go ahead and shake it out. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Place that foot forward. Step the other foot back. Heels rooted into the ground. Your right hand to your left shoulder, hug it down and in, and now we're shifting the hips forward and rotating, trying to look over your left shoulder. Back to center, and shift and rotate, turn and look over that shoulder. Good job. Couple more times. Squeeze your glute, so that's your booty on that back leg. As you push that hip forward, try to fire this muscle right here. And relax. Fantastic. Side steps again. Arm swings. There we go. Adding the smile. All right. Next, we're going to start to warm up the back side of our body. So we're going to step our feet in. So they're about hip width apart. My toes are pointing straight ahead. I'm going to kind of bend, bop up and down a little bit into your knees and hips. And then we're going to cross the hands over the chest once again. Long spine. We're going to bow forward, sending your hips back. Very good. And then stand tall. Squeeze your glutes. Touch your booty. Long spine. Bowing down and straight up. Good job. Let's go about 3 more here. We're just bowing forward enough to feel the back of your thighs. Those are your hamstrings. And over. Fantastic. And up. Very good. This time, we're going to go arms up to overhead as able, stepping side to side there. Excellent. There you go. Get some good blood flow. Start to wake up some of those happy hormones. When we move our body, it helps ourselves to feel better with our mood and increases our energy. All right, go ahead and relax those arms down to the side. From here, we're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back. Shrug up and roll back. Up and back There you go. Opening through your chest. Nice. All right, very good. So last time we did those forward bows, we're going to do that same idea. You can either cross the arms over the chest or bring the hands behind the head if you're comfortable there. And then we're going to bend into the feet and legs once more. And now bow forward, long spine, and stand straight up. Good job. Tall chest here. Don't let yourself round, hinging, and stand. Good. Couple more. Over and up. There you go. Yep. If the hands don't feel good behind the head, just go back to your shoulders. Call those I Dream a Genie arms and relax. Fantastic. We're going to start to give a couple stretches for the upper body now. So stand with your feet a little bit wider, or you're welcome to take a seat for this one. With a slight bend into the feet, into the knees, you're going to raise one arm straight up in the air, best you can. And watch here, I like to put this hand here for the moment to make sure I don't start to arch. Bend that elbow, best you can, reach up, see if you can grab that elbow, and now we're gently bending to the side. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale as you side bend. Breathe in and out. In and out. Fantastic. Once more. Very good. Go ahead and shake those arms out. And then we're going to do the same thing on that opposite arm. So straight up. Remember, don't let those ribs lift up. So keep the chest down, bend the elbow, shin in, grab that elbow, and bending to the side here. Very nice. Back to neutral. And nice smooth shift. Beautiful. Here and the side. Here and to the side. Fantastic. All right, very good. So from here, we're going to go ahead, take a seat. You've got a chair around. We're going to open up the hips a little bit more from a seated position. And if you have water nearby, great time to take a quick drink. All right, from your chair, we're going to come to the edge of the seat. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor so you have a nice, good foundation. Sitting nice and tall, let's go ahead and push your right foot down and pull your left knee towards your left shoulder here. So if you can kind of grab that leg, pull it up and in. And now we're going to roll the ankle around. So pivot through the ankle, up and around. Fantastic. And then same thing, other direction. Twirl it around here. Very good. Go ahead and put it down. Same thing, other side. Pull that knee up and in. And ankle rolls. These are great exercises to do if you're watching a television program or a movie. You can even kind of set a timer on your phone for every 10 to 20 minutes just to kind of move your body a little bit. Just be creative. But when we're stagnant, that's when it's really hard on our body. So we want to keep ourselves moving. All right, both feet back on the ground. And now walk your feet out so they're about hip width apart. And with the feet kind of on the ground, we're just going to drop the knees just gently side to side. Just get some movement into the hips. Knees to one side and then knees to the other side. Call this our windshield wipers. There you go. All right, from here, make sure you're seated well. Take your left foot. You're going to pull it up and best you can. See if you can get your left foot on the outside of your right knee. And then sitting nice and tall, you're going to use that right knee, or you can use your arms to kind of pull the leg in towards your body as if you're trying to kind of pull it towards your opposite chest. And I'm just kind of looking to isolate the outer part of the hip, get a little bit of a stretch there. Sit tall and breathe. There we go. And relax that foot down. Same thing on the other side. Place the foot nice and firm. Pull the opposite leg so you're on your right side, taking your right foot across the leg. Hey, Laura, welcome. Sitting tall and just kind of pulling it gently across. There we go. And this is our second time on this side, so make sure you even yourself out. Just arriving here. Breathe. and go ahead and relax that foot down. So with both feet firmly planted, hands on the thighs, we're just gonna kind of slide the hands down the shins, staying strong in the belly, and drop your head down. Just get a gentle stretch for the back. Only go down as far as it feels good to you. And now take a couple nice deep breaths, like you're trying to expand the back of the ribs. And one more there. Very good. You can use your hands on your legs, kind of push yourself back up to the top. Fantastic. All righty, so let's go ahead. Feel free if you want to grab a drink, and then we're going to make our way up to standing. We're going to do a little bit of some balance work with a couple more stretches. We're going to be doing a behind the back stretch. So if you are not quite able to grab your hands behind your back, it's a good time if you have one of these TheraBands, you can grab those, or even like a scarf, a shirt, a towel, anything will help. All right, so we're going to do some balance work to kind of warm up our bodies a little bit more before we get into our first circuit. We're going to start with what we call the sway. So you're going to stand tall, feet about hip width apart. You can take your arms either out to the sides or up to overhead, like we're playing the YMCA game. And now when you're ready, you're going to pull up through your midline, shift your weight to one side, lifting that foot up off the ground as best you can. And then when you're ready, you'll just shift the weight back. Again, pulling up each time. Very good. And you're just trying to hold that balance for anywhere between like 1 to 3 seconds. If you need to put the foot back down on the ground, no problem. Just taking your time here, swaying back and forth. We're going to go between 30 and 60 seconds. And anytime you kind of need to relax those arms down, shake them out. And then when you're ready, bringing them back up. Good. Lift and hold. And shift it across. Very good. Let's go about 1 to 2 each side. Once more. Lift. Remember to squeeze the shoulder blades. It helps keep you tall. Fantastic. One more each direction. Over, up. Good. Over and up. Fantastic. Shake out those arms. Whew. Up and down, around and around. Very good. And now we're going to, in between the sways, we're going to do a little bit of some marching. So first we're going to do a pause march. Pull up through your midline, raise one arm, try to raise the opposite knee at the same time. Then down and shift, up and pause. Good. Down and shift, up and pause. Nice. Grip those toes down as you lift the knee up of the opposite leg. Fantastic. Everything together. And as you lift the knee, lift the toe as well. Yep. Be patient with yourself. Beautiful. Once more each side. Up and across. Fantastic. Very good. All right. Hands out in front of the body. Turn them to the side, like at a diagonal. And now we're going to open the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Close them down. Squeeze. And down. Good job. 3 more. Add a smile as you open. Down. Open. Close. Open. And relax. Turn it the other way. Other direction. Anybody play Hungry Hippos back in the day? For some reason, this always reminds me of that. Yep. Open and close. Good. Open and close. Fantastic. And I'm kind of pushing my head forward. I don't want to do that so much, mostly just opening through the chest and shoulders. There you go. Good. Shake out the arms. And we're going to go back to our sway last time through. So stand tall, shoulders back, arms up and out to the sides. And then whenever you're ready, set your feet about hip width apart. Here we go. Shift your weight, pull up and pause. And then when you're ready, other side, up and pause. Good. Shoulders are starting to burn a little bit. Remember to continue to pull them back. Fantastic. Anytime you need to drop the arms down, shake them out, then just come back in when you're ready. Very good. That's right about 30 seconds. Let's go a couple more times each side. Nice. And back. Fantastic. Last time each side. Over, lifting up to that midline. And opposite side. Beautiful. Relax those arms down, hands on the hips. Bounce into your knees, and now hip circles, nice and smooth. Taking it around to one side and back. Very good. And go ahead and reverse directions when you're ready. Taking them around the other way. Very good. All righty, just a little bit more blood flow here. We're gonna go back to our march. This time, instead of a pause march, we're gonna punch the arm across the body. So one knee up, arm reaches across. And don't feel like you have to raise the knee really high, just as far as you're comfortable. Good. And I like to think about exhale as I punch. So as I punch my arm, blow the air out. Good. Helps increase that circulation. Keep warming up that body. Whew, a little off balance there. Good job. One more each side. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead, grab a drink, and then we're gonna get ready for our first circuit. Once again, if you have a band, we're gonna be utilizing it in this exercise sequence. The second exercise is a seated row. So you'll be sitting down, putting the band around 1 foot, and we'll be rowing here. Okay, so that will be our second exercise. The first one is gonna be our reverse giant steps. I'm just gonna make sure I can see my feet for a moment. So I start with my feet just in front of my hips, and from the side, it looks like this. I take a nice big step back, keep that front heel planted, stepping up, and then switching sides, stepping back, stepping up, stepping back, stepping up. We'll go upwards of a minute. And if anyone's on here that is comfortable with a lunge, you're welcome to do reverse lunges instead of those giant steps. But we're gonna be doing lunges, and then we'll take it, giant steps. We'll take a seat and do our banded row. If you don't have bands, you can either mimic the motion, or if you know like a bench row, you can do a little bit of a bent over position and row with that dumbbell. Okay. All right, folks, we're gonna start here in 10 seconds with those giant steps. We're gonna be doing 3 rotations. So just follow along best you can. And 2, 1, here we go. Tall chest. Long step back, driving that front foot up and forward. So chest as tall as you can. You can even reach your arms out if you like, up and forward. Alternating your legs. So 1 foot steps back, stand tall, and then the opposite foot steps back. Good. Standing tall. Beautiful. Back and up. Good job. Long step, front heel pushes into the ground. Beautiful. That's our 30-second mark. Back and up. Find a spot straight ahead to look at. And as you come up to standing, squeeze the shoulders, standing tall. Be patient with your balance. 15 seconds left. A couple more each side. Good. Back and up. Nice, Ann. You got it. One more. Back and up. Good job. Grab your band if you have it and take a seat. All right, so we moved for 60 seconds on that one. This exercise is going to be for 45 seconds. You can always cut it early if you need. Let's put it around 1 foot, chest nice and tall, and here we go. Squeezing those elbows back and in. Head is neutral. Reaching forward, and then blow the air out as you pull those elbows behind you. Squeezing between the shoulder blades, reach and row. This is a good exercise for our mid-back, which is going to help our posture, keeping us nice and tall. Reach and row. Good. That's 30 seconds. You're going to go about another 15 here. Pause against the torso, reaching forward, back and in. Good job. Couple more. Reach and squeeze. Reach. And let's hold this one. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Go ahead and grab a drink of water, about 30 seconds, and we'll be back to our giant steps. Nice work. That's set one. We're going to do it 2 more times. All right, 10 seconds till we start. Remember, on those giant steps, you're going to have your feet pointing straight ahead, chest nice and tall, and 2, 1, here we go. Long step back. If you want to reach those arms out as you step back, and then up and forward. Long step back, front heel planted, up and forward. Good. Good control. And up. Nice. Front shin vertical, heel pushes down. Good. Back and up. So this is where I like to play make-believe that I'm on the beach, maybe in San Diego or the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and we're pretending that we're trying to make a really big footprint into the sand on that front leg. So we're gripping the toes into the sand, driving our heel nice and deep, and that helps propel us up and forward. Good job. Less than 20 seconds here. Keep your hips nice and square. Doing great. Maybe about 1 more each side. Remember, we're alternating legs. Good. Long step and stand. Beautiful. Back to your chair, or you can always sit on the floor for these seated rows as well. Grab your band if you have it. And if you can notice, or if you can remember, switch the foot that you had the band wrapped around last time. See if you can use the other leg. Go ahead and kind of come to the edge of the chair, but make sure you're firmly planted, chest tall, and here we go. Pulling the elbows in, keeping those shoulders back and down, so avoiding any kind of shrug into the ears. Reaching forward. As you row, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. So as I reach forward, I turn my hands down, and then as I pull them into my body, I turn the palms up. Reach and squeeze. Good. Over and in. Nice. 15 seconds left. And rather than speed here, squeeze at the top of the position. So when those bands and those hands are close to your body, hold that for a good 1 to 2 seconds. Last 1, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Short drink of water, and then we're going to go 1 more time through that. We'll start in about 20 seconds. As always, if you don't quite feel ready to jump back in, if you want a little longer rest, that's not a problem at all. All right, 10 seconds till we start. Last round through on those giant steps. If you feel stable on those and want to add a little bit of weight, you can hold a weight right up underneath your chin. Okay, but want to keep that chest nice and tall and don't feel like you have to. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Long step back, up and forward. If you're not holding weights, you can reach those arms out just like we did the first 2 cycles. And only step back as far as you're confident, as far as you keep that front heel planted and chest tall. And bring some awareness to that breathing. So I breathe in as I step back. I exhale as I step forward. Good job. That's our halfway. Looks good. Nice, Laura. 30 seconds more if you want to join us here, Anne. Good job. Long step back and up and forward. Nice work. Couple more each side. I'm starting to feel the outside of my hips burn a little bit. Those are all your stabilizer muscles. They're working here as we're taking those steps. Last one. And rotating back to our chair for that seated row. Nice job. And then once again, if you remember which foot you had the band around last time, let's go ahead and go back to that first foot. Come to the edge of the chair, but make sure your spine is nice and tall. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Shoulders down. Elbows come into the sides, open through the chest. And then remember the position of the hands. So when I row into my body, I'm turning the palms up. As I reach away from my body, I'm turning my palms down to the floor. Squeeze and relax. Breathe. There we go. Over halfway. Fantastic. Let's get about 2 more. On the last one, we're going to hold for a good 3 seconds or so at the back. Reach and in 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Nice job, everyone. Shake it out. You can either stay seated or come to standing. We're going to do a couple stretches for the upper body before we go into our next piece. All right. We're going to go our eagle arms. You're welcome to do this standing. I'm just going to come to a little closer for the moment. You can take your arms out to the side. Let's go your left arm on top, your right arm under, and then you're going to kind of interlace the hands best you can. Push one down, pull one up, and you're just looking to kind of get a little bit of a stretch and opening on the outer part of the shoulder here. Good time to relax the eyes and breathe. Good, one more breath here. And shake it out. Make sure you're not going to swing your arms into anything. And then we'll do the opposite direction next. All right, so let's see. You're going to bring your left arm under, your right arm on top this time. Yep, and now we're going to hit this other shoulder. So push one down, pull one up, kind of work it against one another. Just get a nice stretch to the outside of that shoulder. And one more nice deep breath and relax. Good job. Shake it out. I was just laughing to myself because I think I talked about the behind the neck stretch or behind the back stretch earlier, but I don't know that we did it, or maybe that was the last group. Sorry about that, getting everything a little bit confused. But if we didn't do it before, we're going to do it now. If you need the band, please feel free to hold this behind you and extend out those elbows. You want to avoid any arching of the back, so ribs down. If you can interlace the hands, fantastic. Interlace your fingers. Extend those arms out. Sometimes you'll get some pops and clicks through the elbows and whatnot. Squeeze the shoulders together, hands up, and then you either stay here or walk your feet nice and wide, bounce into those heels so that you're nice and rooted into the floor, and then you can add a forward fold as you'd like, bowing forward, pulling those arms up overhead. A couple of nice deep breaths. So hold the weight in your legs. And then come on up when you're ready. Good job.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today.
So
we appreciate you coming and moving your body, and we hope to see you next time. Stay healthy.
And we're just going to kind of